Hey, what is going on everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Noah Shaw, or Ford 6-0, and today we're going to be headed all the way to Dallas, Texas in my brand new 2021 Ford Bronco Wildtrak to go to my good buddy's shop at OTX Auto Works to fix the #1 issue I've had with my brand new Ford Bronco Wildtrak. So let's go ahead, get loaded up, and get headed on this road trip. So let's go ahead and get loaded up and headed all the way on the road to Dallas, Texas. Got two family Illumiduties rocking my grill light kits and sticker. Check it out, 17 and 19 models and 2020 plus, available on Ford60.com. Let's go ahead, hop into the driver's seat here and get on the road. I've got about a 4-hour trip to Dallas, so let's go ahead and start up the Bronco. And I'm sure y'all are there asking, what could be the worst thing wrong with the new Bronco? It looks amazing, everything looks stout, and I'm gonna tell you, it's definitely not the performance, it's definitely not the interior, the attention to detail. All of that is perfect. The one thing I have to say though, is just driving around in this thing stock, the windows, the tint on it, there's just like nothing. It's absolutely just sun beaming in your face down on you, and we need to throw some tint on this thing, 100%. So our first stop after we get our rear decal put on the rear glass is definitely gonna be to my good buddy OTX Auto Works shop. Look him up on Instagram, he does amazing work. I've never been to a tint shop that's done a better job. His quality of work is just outstanding. He's got a real attention to detail. He's got a passion behind what he does. He's a great guy, and he's got a really clean and nice shop. That's why wherever I'm at in Texas, I've always driven my vehicle out to him, because I know I'm just gonna get a quality, good job, and he's a nice guy, and I love helping him out and promoting him. So make sure y'all check him out on Instagram and everything too. And I'm also gonna show y'all all this process in today's video, and you're really gonna see how precise he is with all his cuts and everything he does. So let's go ahead and get headed there. We're about halfway to the decal shop now. If you all are curious on the ride quality on the Bronco, we're going about 85, 86 miles per hour down the highway right now, and it's just smooth as ever. This is one of my favorite vehicles I've owned so far. And we are making our first stop for fuel here at Buc-ee's. We got an hour and a half left to go. The Bronco gets about 320 miles to a tank. It's not bad, about 16 miles per gallon. But let's go ahead and get filled up and get back on the road. And let's get some 87 in there. It's all leaking out. The Bronco's still completely covered in mud and dust from another day of off-roading. Still need to get it detailed. But as you can see, the windows on the Bronco, they're just crystal clear, lets the light right in. So we're gonna get those tinted. Thinking about doing 5% all the way around and about 30% on the windshield across the whole thing. I've already put a solid 1,324 miles on the Bronco, and I've enjoyed every single mile that we put on it. This thing just rides so smooth, and it's amazing. And I'd really recommend a Bronco to almost anyone. Whether it's off-road or on the road, it makes a great daily driver, and anything I've thrown at it, it's been able to handle. And we just hop up here. So let's go ahead and get back on our road trip to Dallas, Texas. You know, it's weird when you can go somewhere in your brand new 2022 King Ranch and no one really say anything about it being nice or different, but when you go to get food or drive around in the Bronco, people are always stopping you. The guy at the drive-thru even said, he's like, man, do you like these things? Like, what do you think about them? And I was like, dude, I love this car. Like, this is probably one of my favorite vehicles I've owned. It's just tiny things like that. Like, not many people have the Broncos right now, so it really builds interest on them, and people have a lot of questions about them. And I feel like that's something we're gonna answer here on my YouTube a lot more. So make sure y'all are subscribed to the channel and like the video so I keep making more content. But other than that, let's get back onto the road and get back in the video. And we have finally made it to Texas Wrap Studio to get our decal put on. Check out one of the trucks they got up front. Super clean and Illumiduty. The full custom wrap all the way around. We're gonna go ahead and check that out here in a second. And the Bronco did an amazing job at getting us all the way over here super smoothly. And we're gonna be taking off that small little decal and mounting up a big one. Got two trucks over here. Color scheme on one side, and the trucks on American Forces. And then all red on the other side. Throwing the rear glass decal on now. Big thank you to Texas Wraps. They always help me out from all my small decals to big decal needs. They get them shipped to me and they can ship some to you. Just hit them up on Instagram and make sure you go follow their page. Next thing we're gonna do, it's all about the little details. We got a blue Ford emblem back here. We're gonna actually add some black reflective wrap to that as well. Moving forward, we got that black reflective laid out on the rear Ford emblem. Cleaned up the look a lot, and then we're gonna move on to the front. One of the real things that bothers me as well is on the side of the headlights and grille, we've got these orange amber marker lights. So I'm gonna tint this side and the passenger side. We're gonna try and black those out a little bit and get rid of that orange look. And after all blacked out, super simple things like that are just what make a build a build. Next thing I think is gonna be the tow hooks. We're gonna get those powder coated white. But we're gonna get on the road now and get headed over to the tint shop. Just leaving the wrap shop and getting back on the road. We've got a 50-minute drive to OTX Auto Works to get the Bronco tinted. So I'll update y'all when we get to his shop. And we're pulling up to OTX now, and check out that matte wrapped Bronco Badlands edition. That thing is clean. And we just made it all the way over to OTX Auto Works, so we're gonna go ahead and get the Bronco pulled in the shop now. Get rid of those awful fishbowl windows on the front and the windshield. Back up the Bronco into the shop. And tell me what other shop that does tint has a new Ford GT in for paint protection film. Check that thing out too. Brand new Ford GT interior, still got all the wraps on the seats. They brought the car in for full PPF and tint all the way around. Now got the front and rear windows tinted, but the very back, you can see how much of a difference it makes not being tinted yet. shop for some pictures now. All murdered out all the way around. Check that out. You can barely see through the windshield. And we got the Ford GT and the Porsche in the back. All wrapped up. You can see how big of a difference that ceramic tint makes. Even in the inside, through the windshield, it's still pretty easy to see out of. Then onto the back, we got 5% wrapped around. Just as far as the looks factor, I think it looks 10 times better. The black on the windows really complements that white paint job. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap it up for today's video. If you did enjoy, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about it. I think the Bronco looks absolutely... Here, hold on. This is the hard part.
Yeah, hold on. You gotta steady your hand. Alright, you good?
Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's YouTube video. Okay, hold on. I gotta think of what to say.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Tinting the Bronco, fixing my #1 problem I've had with it so far. But, okay, now I got it. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap it up for today's video, fixing my #1 problem with my new Ford Bronco. So if you did enjoy, please leave a like on the video, comment down below, let me know what you thought about it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you need some tint work done in Dallas, Texas, hit up my boy over at OTX Auto Works. He'll get you right. He does an amazing job every time. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Hope you enjoyed.